I can get 2 in a row of perfect recordings, I will flip a shit. It'd be a
Amen.
miracle.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't think of a better one to do it for than the 90s draft.
Yeah. Although I could do a bunch of dial-up jokes if something fucks up. That would always be nice.
Fair enough. Joe, since you came up with this idea, you want to kind of walk us through the inception of this idea?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Like you said, it was one of those late night texts, and just got ideas up here, and just got to get them out.
Right.
And yeah, I think actually it might have stemmed from like Barstool might have done something similar.
Gotcha.
But I can't remember.
Well, I thought it was a great idea when it came through. The last TV draft was fun as hell, so I was kind of itching to do another one. And I feel like this will get a lot of listener participation. I feel like our team, the league's really gonna like this.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear everybody else's take and like what we missed. People are gonna chime in and be like, "Oh yeah, I can't believe you didn't say this." And
for sure, I know,
especially when it comes to the video games.
Oh yeah, ML have thoughts.
So the categories are food, movie, TV show, 90s flex, which I kind of think of as just like a wild card, playground game, which is my personal favorite, drink, and then video game will be the categories we're selecting. It was Joe's idea to go from most championships to least championships with a snake draft in between. So it'll go me first, then Joe will always be permanent second, and then Tom will be snaking through. Tom and I will be alternating snakes. Anything else I missed, fellas?
No, I think that about sums it up.
Favorite category of them, but it was just the one that's like the most.
Carrots are timeless, though, man.
What?
Carrots are timeless.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. Like, we've always had carrots.
You're right. It feels like if I picked carrots, it wouldn't really work. So I don't want to reveal what my big three were. I had three that I was kind of in between. These are at least from my cursory internet research, these were a 90s invention. So it is kosher by that standard. It is something that Tom might actually guess for me, and it is the Captain Crunch Oops All Berries.
I should have known. I should have known that right away. I should have known right away.
I think I don't want to spend. There were two that I was in between. I'm not going to. There were three total. They were all breakfast foods, though.
They weren't all cereals.
Breakfast. They were not all cereals.
Okay.
I don't want to reveal because I don't want to reveal what it was.
No, I agree. So like, there might be a couple that you're like kind of caught between. Go with the one, and then we can always circle back and talk about. I had these other ones that I was considering.
Yeah,
100%. Oops All Berries, I'm not kidding. There was a time probably when I was like in elementary school where I was probably eating 2/3 of my calories were from Oops All Berries. I would just house them morning, night, dry, never cereal, never milk. I would just handful all day.
Also several periods in college.
Yeah.
Like, there were some weeks during Pledge Week too that were rough for you. And I
do enjoy, throwing some berries in there.
Yeah, so your classic was because the original was just peanut butter, right? And then they added the berries. And
was
then
it?
I think so. I think it was the original.
Yeah, it was the first variation. I think was the peanut butter, and then they did the with berries, and then that took off, so they would do Oops All Berries. And then I think they did a chocolate one. I don't think the chocolate one lasted for very long.
It wasn't. Yeah, I did that one. I tried them all. I didn't like it. Cocoa Puffs were better. Yeah. Okay. Joe, over to you, brother.
All right. I thought about this one, and like I tried to find. My mind just kept coming back to this one thing, and I kept looking for others. But I'm gonna stick to my guns and go Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos.
So, Dunkaroos were big at my elementary school. I never fucked with Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos were a staple in my household. And then I remember as you got them again, and like the whatever the icing that you dunk it in was. I remember thinking like this tastes like chalk as I got over. So unfortunately, not something that probably I could eat today. But as a kid, it was like Dunkaroos.
Were you a Dunkaroos guy, Tom?
I wasn't like a big Dunkaroos guy, but I always liked the Dunkaroos. I always had other sweets I liked more. Like I'd prefer honestly just like a good old fashioned Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, I was a
Or a
Jolly.
Reese's
I was. So, Joe, were you like a Dunkaroos? Was this like a snack then, or would you ever like eat a meal of Dunkaroos?
No, my mom would kill me.
Dude, yeah,
no, that was a
no
snack.
way. Did you just eat handfuls of Halloween candy for a meal once? No.
I'm sure I did at times, but yeah.
I mean,
just one before dinner.
So, were Dunkaroos? Were you the vanilla or were you the chocolate?
I'm gonna say I'm more of a vanilla guy back then.
That's what I feel like. I didn't know they.
And then they came out with like a oh shoot, what's it called? Where they put like not sprinkles in it, but
I am seeing
did they call it funfetti?
Could feel like funfetti. That's what I'm thinking
funfetti.
Yeah, funfetti kind. Yeah,
funfetti. Yeah, I only remember the vanilla Dunkaroos. These were hot in my high school, in my elementary school, in like 3rd grade. I feel like is when these were real big. I never fucked with them though.
I haven't seen Dunkaroo in so long, to be honest. Yeah. So for my food, I kind of went like with Alec too, thinking different version of it now, and that's the the Lunchables, specifically the pizza Lunchables.
The pizza.
Yeah.
Did you never do that as a kid?
No.
Or like in the microwave for like a second just to heat them up a little bit? I mean, they're great cold too. There's no denying that. But like if you had the chance to heat them up, they were great heated up.
Really? I feel like it would make it. Did it make the like crust like flappable? I feel like it would just.
I mean, if you microwaved it did get a little chewy. But if you could throw it in like a toaster oven for like 20 seconds, it was delicious.
Yeah, the pizza Lunchable. I don't think you could be a boy in the '90s and not eat a pizza Lunchable. Like I would love
like
to
that was you had at least one of those once a week as a kid if you did a packed lunch for sure. Yeah, you had to.
Yep.
I will say the cheese in those was pretty good. I remember. I feel like that whatever cheese, it was like kind of soft. I remember. I kind of liked the little cheese in those. I think that was what really elevated those for me.
And nowadays, those little like charcuterie board, like to go things that you can get. It's basically the same thing without the marinara sauce, and they hit pretty well as when you get the like pepperoni and the soft white cheese on there. It's the closest you can get to it without buying a Lunchable.
Charcuterie is adults Lunchables.
Yeah,
they really
are. They really are.
So, was the Lunchables? Was it just one little pie?
No, you got two. I think you got 2 or 3.
They come with 2 or 3, and then a packet of icing and a cup of cheese and a dessert.
Yeah.
No, Lunchables came with a dessert. Those Lunchables came. Oh, did they have the Starburst?
Well, I think they had different like levels to it. Like one, you might add just the pizza ones, but then you could get one that was like a full meal, and it might have had the pizzas, like some crackers, and then the dessert. Like, and the dessert was 2 Oreos or something.
Yeah, I remember that. I also remember it had like a red plastic. Literally, like, that's what you were theoretically supposed to use to.
Oh yeah, like
yeah.
No one did that though.
No,
that was
not one.
Shit.
Yeah, they're not putting a knife in kids' Lunchables anymore.
No.
I mean, that's great. I mean, if someone didn't pick it, so the ones I was in between were toaster strudels and buttermilk Eggo waffles. Those
toaster strudels. Toaster strudels for me too. That was
was never a big toaster strudel guy, but yeah, Eggo's all day.
Eggo's ripped, man. Those are so good. Yeah, those are both really good, but I just kind of stopped eating those after high school. Where like Oops All Bear, and I still love sugar cereal to this day. Where like I feel like I had a toaster strudel when I was back home maybe a few years ago, and now granted, I was always a strawberry raspberry, and this was one of those fucked up cinnamon sugar ones I didn't like. But
cinnamon sugar is kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay, 90s movie. Wow, this is right. Tom, I can't wait to see what you pick for this one.
Oh, this is a hard one because there's a lot of obvious 90 movies that I want to pick, but also have to. I'm also Toy Story still fucking slaps.
Still slaps.
Even the original to this day. Like if you don't get excited watching Woody and Buzz fly through the sky, you've officially died as a child. Like that part of you is gone.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tim Allen and
it will. Tom Hanks.
Tim Allen, Tom Hanks. Oh my God.
Dude, that Sid kid.
So many.
The little fucked up toys are still to this day creepy, too.
They are creepy.
Dude,
that's why that one still kind of hits, because they're still creepy.
That was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary.
And there's a lot of adult humor in that kid's room, too, that you catch more as an adult. Because a lot of those older... Well, I mean, the hooker...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that was the scariest one to me. That hooker.
Yeah, the hooker was like, it just looked wrong, and like you just didn't. You knew that as a kid, that, like, there's something just not right about that. And,
yeah, it did. It did. It was like deep.
And then now you look at it, and it's like, oh, that kid's mom is probably not so great. But, yeah, and then you feel bad for Sid now as an adult, because.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah.
But,
yeah, you're right. It has a different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why a lot of those '90s Disney movies are very, like, they hit differently as an adult. They were written in the idea of, like, trying to be entertaining to both children and adults, like old Looney Tunes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Toy Story nailed that.
Toy Story is one. Yeah, it nailed it.
My first movie, actually, that I ever saw in theaters was Toy Story. My parents
awesome.
that.
Wow, I couldn't remember. Wish I could remember what.
I don't remember it. That's just what my parents tell me.
The first one that I remember, and actually no, I'm gonna wait, because I got other ones I'm gonna talk about. You'll have to slow me down on these next two categories.
So I've got three, and one of them I didn't know or watch until I was an adult, so I'm gonna discount that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, and then there's one more that I watched as a kid with my grandpa. That again I didn't appreciate or respect until I got older. I'm going to discount that one as well. I'm going to go with The Sandlot.
Sandlot, great choice.
It's Connor Spears.
Great choice. Yeah, Connor Spears
Dude,
is...
This one, he would have been so
Yeah, he would have been like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to go Sandlot.
Were you also a Sandlot guy for your... Because I feel like Spears, like, would fucking quote it every time I visited him. It felt like when I was in college, I don't think he never didn't bring it up.
Yeah, like even still to this day, one of the best movies to quote. And
really?
It came on the other day, and I was watching it, and so Sandlot.
Yeah.
I will say, Sandlot did a lot for the childhood fantasy of making out with the hot lifeguard. That, like, always, that's just that's like a timeless.
That might be the best example of it.
For me, growing up, being baseball was my number one sport.
Oh, that's huge.
And, like the neighborhood that I lived in, there were so many kids, and we played backyard baseball in Woody's backyard every day. And apparently, so side note, Woody got married 2 weeks ago, and he texted me randomly, and he's like, "You just got a shout out for my dad at my wedding."
No shit.
I was like, "You're fucking kidding me." And he's like, "No, dead serious. Ed Wood gave you a shout out about playing backyard baseball growing up." And I was like, holy shit. So,
is that the house that Wood lived at that was like by my house in high school? Was it a different house?
No, it was in Green Meadow Ranch across from Vemco, across from the basketball courts in Vemco.
Yeah. That's a great one. Sandlot, baseball. Baseball's such a romantic sport.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
Yeah,
I agree.
No,
baseball has the best movies, period. Bull Durham. Ephus, Tom, this is an indie pick, but Ephus was a movie that came out in 2024 that was amazing about baseball. Obviously, Moneyball is fucking amazing.
42 is really great. Field of Dreams, obviously. The list goes on and on for baseball. It's crazy how many good. And even the middling baseball movies, I just get wrapped into a story for a second. It's romantic. It's it's kind of like the American dream for sports every time.
It is. 90s in baseball that's just like the platonic ideal. America's ripping, baseball's ripping. It's good
rookie
time.
Rookie of the year, Major League.
Yeah, Major League. Yeah,
Major League was 89 though. So
the rookie of it, or was that the one where he had like surgery that made his arm like a rubber band?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was like the proto. That like started the Disney movie kid.
Oh, Hardball was
Hardball. Yeah.
God,
what was the
little
one with Charlie Sheen where he's on the
G-Baby?
Indians?
What was
G-Baby, yeah.
G-Baby?
Charlie Sheen was
Wild Thing.
Wild Thing, yes.
But that was Major League.
That was Major League, yeah.
And then Trouble with the Curve. Yeah, Bad News Bears.
Shout out Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, there's a lot of good baseball. The Natural.
The Natural.
All right. What you got, little man?
Okay, so mine's tough. I kind of went with Tom. This movie, I just went with the movie that I just loved the most in the 90s, not necessarily my favorite movie now from the 90s. I feel like it's kind of, I think like we have a nice representative list here. Mine, Hercules. Was it my wedding? I mean, like, I love that song. I love Hercules. I actually rewatched Beauty and the Beast not too long ago. That movie.
That was a Hercules. And Disney tends to get scared of having too much of one character.
They own the right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's two.
Oh, like, interesting.
They'll be scared that people are going to be confused that whoever they pick for the Disney's Hercules is going to get confused with the Roy Kent Hercules now in Marvel, because he's played. Oh my God,
interesting
on his name in Ted Lasso.
I didn't know that. I guess
Hercules.
You'd had to have seen Thor: Love and Thunder, and that was not a lot of people.
Yes.
No.
I did watch that one. But anyway, yeah, Hercules, great music. I Can Go the Distance. I still love Superhero. I like that one.
I think Hercules is one of the ones where there's
no I don't think so. What was that, Tom?
I was going to say, I think Hercules has no bad songs. Like, no skips
whatsoever.
Yeah,
and the three Fates of Destiny, cutting the cord. James Woods as Hades is really good voice actor work. Kind of an underrated one in terms of the villain world.
He loves playing that too.
What?
He loves playing that. Like, every chance he gets to play Hades in that for like Hercules world, he does it. It's always.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, even like the TV show they did, it was him.
Oh, good for him.
He was like, you can pay me like the industry minimum, whatever. I need to keep playing him.
Okay, so I'll go to TV show now. I feel bad.
So what were the other movies you guys considered?
Oh, yeah. Joe, you go first, actually.
So, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
But again, I couldn't appreciate that till I was an adult.
Yeah, that you can't.
Goodfellas, but that is awesome.
Great movie.
And then
all-timer.
And then Gettysburg. If you guys are history or war buffs, I love history and war buff stuff. And my grandpa used to like watch Gettysburg on VHS, and it was a 3-part film. And now it's a 4-hour movie you can watch on Amazon, but they consider it the greatest live action remake of any war ever, because it's the only time in history that the government has given approval for a film to be filmed on historic battlegrounds. So the actual film was filmed where the battles were held. So the Battle of Gettysburg, and it's very detailed, and it's very accurate, and so if you like history at all, it's a great fucking movie. So Gettysburg.
Damn. Yeah. So you watched Gettysburg when you were in the 90s?
Yeah, my grandpa used to just turn it on, and me and my brother would just, we didn't know what it was or what was going on, but we'd watch these battle scenes, and grandpa would sit there and tell us about it. And then in like 3rd grade, my parents took us. We went on spring break to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and went to the Hershey plant, and then took a 45-minute trip down the road and did a tour of the Gettysburg, where you put a audio cassette tape in the car, and you drive around to the different battlegrounds and press play, and somebody narrates and tells you about it. So Gettysburg, just had a very big interest in that as a kid, and then yeah.
Also a great Gettysburg. I feel like whenever I hear Gettysburg, I always think of Remember the Titans when Denzel and they're running through the forest at Gettysburg.
Yep.
I love how he says it.
Yep.
And that's a nice one, Joe. Goodfellas.
Like young boys bleeding.
Goodfellas is great too. I didn't watch Goodfellas until I was much older. I don't think I watched it until I was in college. I think I watched it after Wolf of Wall Street, but Goodfellas is incredible too. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Tom, did you have any other? Hercules was like, I didn't even really think about this one because I knew it was.
I mean, I wanted to think about like Pulp Fiction, Schindler's List,
right?
Movies like that and stuff because the 90s are just such a great time for film.
They are, no doubt.
I didn't start watching those movies till like high school and stuff, so it doesn't really work
the
same.
That goes out.
The closest, I think the most intense. I mean, I did watch The Matrix like when it first came out with my parents. They watched it first because they just heard it was so amazing, and they're like, if it's just violence, he's fine. I feel like my parents were the same way, and they let me watch that, and I dig Matrix as a kid. It was like,
that's a good one.
It wasn't too hard to follow as a kid, and it was enough action to keep you interested. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't like super bloody and gory or anything like that, but it was, it was still a lot of killing, and that was kind of cool too, because that was like probably the first R-rated movie I ever watched.
Who do you think has killed the most people in movies as an actor? Keanu Reeves.
Oh
no!
I mean, between John Wick and The Matrix.
No. Yeah, Keanu but Reeves then you got to think about. I mean,
dude, John Wayne killed a lot of.
John Wayne killed a lot of people and made a lot of movies. He made a lot of movies.
He made so many. He made
because like don't forget for like every Western he did, he also did like 2 war films that were like just straight propaganda, but helped the war effort and that nonsense, and fought the communists and whatever they were doing, whatever he wanted to do. And then on top of that,
I'm sure we could Google.
Yeah, you could.
Samuel L. Jackson holds the record for the most on-screen kills, racking up an estimated 1,500 to 1,700 deaths across Marvel, Star Wars. Yeah, that's what Reddit's saying.
I don't know where Samuel L's racking up. Where did he say? You said Star Wars.
I mean, Samuel L. Jackson's in a lot of stuff too.
And Marvel Universe.
Oh, is Nick Fury? But see, I'm talking like he didn't pull the trigger on him. Like,
unless they're counting him as the
orchestrator. Yeah, you gotta have a hand on the trigger.
I don't know if I buy that.
No, and I would think it's something crazy too. Like I would think that. So we know. So, Alec, I'm pretty sure you're aware. But Joe, have you ever heard of Steven Seagal? It would not be crazy for me to think that he has the goal of trying to be the guy that's killed the most people in movies, because he's gone that insane at this point. I think he's taken too many blows to the head.
That's a good call. Like him, Jean-Claude Van Damme, they were in so many of those shitty
little B movies, and they're just murking people left and right,
all the time.
I mean, roundhouse kicks that break people's necks and turn them all the way around and stuff. Like it's insane. It makes no sense, but he's still killing them.
It's a good question, Joe. Good question.
Great question.
I don't know. Okay, so I'll go next for TV show. I feel bad because I feel like Tom might have picked this one, so I'm actually glad I get first pick here. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to take it, Tom's, but it's Batman the Animated TV show. No doubt in my mind. I loved this show so much that my parents literally. They created like TV coupons that I was watching so much Batman and just trying to watch it all the time. Like they had coupons. They gave me like TV coupons that like I had to redeem, and I always redeemed them for Batman. Always.
That's crazy.
I loved Batman. So I had one other show that I don't want to mention, and because Tom's going to say it, there I was between two. But God, this show is so fucking good, man. I still rewatch clips from it on YouTube now.
That show, it's like Avatar. It's like Adventure Time. Like it still holds weight, just as like a piece of art. Like it's true. That's what it truly is. It is a piece of art. It's so damn beautiful. Good. It is so well animated, and just because it was made for kids, the music is incredible. Like it has no business being as good as it is. Like
it is.
That's what happens when you let someone that truly loves and cares about a character that's been around for.
I feel like I definitely watched it, but it's like nothing sticking out in my mind about it.
When you like just kind of think in your head of like just kind of Batman's voice, it's probably from this show.
Yeah.
And I can just close my eyes and see like it was like black and red, and Batman's like sitting on top of like the gargoyle thing. Like I can just see the title image. So it's like literally seared.
Gargoyles is actually.
Gargoyles is awesome. Gargoyles is also really awesome. And also surprisingly mature. Like that one is one of those ones where they snuck a lot of xenophobic, like storylines and stuff, like right past under kids' nose.
God,
yeah. I used to watch Gargoyles a bunch, but that's not gonna be my pick. But
there's so many good TV shows.
This was probably the biggest.
Yes.
I fucking
just a group of kids chilling in a treehouse doing hood rat shit, and
TJ Detweiler.
So Recess was always a good one for me.
Recess.
Dude, TJ Detweiler, what a name. TJ,
yeah,
I loved him. Just the best leader. I loved him.
Yeah, God.
His fit went crazy. He had the backwards red hat.
Everyone on that show had a crazy fit.
God, he had a sick
That was
flow.
like the most 90s looking group of kids we had.
God. Spinelli was the tomboy chick.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, remember when it was remember the episode when her name was Ashley? They were like, she was like an Ashley. That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
She never said it. Who was the black guy who was athletic? Vince? Was it Vince?
Sounds right. Here, recess characters. I'm trying to think of the big dude's name too.
Oh, Mikey. This was Mikey.
He's saying John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah, he's Mikey.
Mrs. Finster, T.J. Detweiler, Gretchen Grundler, Ashley Spinelli, Randall Weems, Gus, and Vince.
Was Vince nice?
Principal Prickly.
Oh, that's so
Principal,
funny.
that's so good.
It's so good. Yeah,
all
that
right,
show.
Tom, what you got?
Great
All
choice.
right. Alec did, kind of steal mine. So I did have an easy second pick to come up with. It's in the very similar vein. It is X-Men, the animated series.
Ah, great one. Great video game too.
Yeah, an incredible video game, and something that something that none of these other shows can say. It got rebooted and was absolutely incredible. And
Even
one
better.
of the best animated shows you'll ever watch. Even better than it was before.
It was awesome.
I will say, rewatching this can sometimes be kind of hard. I don't know why they kind of went for the Chris Claremont level of dialogue in this and make it all soap opera-y, and everybody has to have like a 30-second dialogue or monologue. It's kind of hard to stay awake sometimes.
X-Men was weird. I don't remember, X-Men just wasn't, as readily available. I feel like I had a harder time watching X-Men than I did Batman.
All of I watched for X-Men was either reruns or my cousins had it on, VHS.
Okay, yeah. I just don't feel
they
like it was,
that.
it
they
wasn't
also
in
had,
syndication.
Transformers and He-Man, and then I would watch those with them, but those were all 80s shows. That's what they watched growing up.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We got to do a lightning round. I picked Batman. I had so many 90s shows.
You can always go to Superman.
Yeah.
Superman, the animated series, still goes really hard. Justice League, that whole universe. Same with the X-Men one. Rugrats would have been incredible.
90s? I like Batman Beyond, too.
Batman Beyond was, sometimes I go back and forth on which one I like more. Because Terry McGinnis...
Yeah, it in 99, so you could have put that. Batman Beyond was fucking sick, too.
Yeah.
So much on cartoon. I was definitely a cartoon. You had Fairly Odd Parents. You had... Fairly Odd Parents might have been a little early.
I think it was the early 2000s, technically. But, 90s kids, that was,
Hey Arnold was my other one.
Yeah, we had to say Hey Arnold. Okay, I'm glad we said that at least. So we can't get yelled at. I was also... Dragon Ball Z was my number 2. That was the one.
Dragon Ball Z. There was another one. There was... What was the counterpart of the rival to Dragon Ball Z?
There's so many.
It wasn't like Bionicles, but it was they were like dinosaurs or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. Used to fucking love that show. But anyway, 90s flex.
90s flex. So this is a wild card. I kind of just wanted a wild card. I know what my flex is. I can't wait to see what people say about this.
Tom, what's your flex?
For my 90s flex, I'm going to go with a toy, actually. And this was a toy that I was obsessed with. I do think it technically came out in 99, so I'm pushing it on the 90s thing here. But it's the Bionicles. The OG Bionicles.
Yes, dude,
Bionicles were...
My parents kept all of them, too.
That's awesome. Joe, that's the coolest thing.
My parents kept everything, and I used to play with those things and build them all, and I had a shelf of all of them.
Me too. I had
and they came in those containers.
Yes, those containers were so addicting. God, that was just such...
I used to love getting a new one for my birthday and then immediately building it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go to my parents and see if they still have them.
No,
I think they do.
Bionicle to the draft. If you come to the draft...
Unfortunately, I will not be at the draft this year.
Sorry. Wow. Pour one out, Joe.
Yeah. Spent all my fun last year.
Fair enough. I think a lot of us did that.
Bionicles is a good one.
Bionicles is so good, Tom. That might be the pick of the draft so far. God, Bionic. I had the red. I'm looking at them right now. Holy shit.
They're so cool. They're still so cool.
Oh my god, they're so cool.
And then when they came out with the like evil ones that were like the little balls, those were awesome.
Those were cool too.
And then they came out with the upgraded one so that they could fight the ball. It was just it's just a beautiful series of toys as well. The lore behind it was incredible. I loved the lore of it all.
Dude, Bionicles. Damn, that is such a good call, Tom. Shit. That's so good. Okay. Joe, I'm glad you're picking next, not me. Yikes.
Yeah, that's a tough one to follow. And I'm kind of spiraling, changing my opinion here. But
sorry, I'm so sorry.
Don't pick Monte Ball, Joe.
I mean, I'm gonna go with, I guess, the obvious, man. Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies is a great choice.
I just never I feel like I had a bunch of them too, but I don't really know why I had a bunch of them.
And they're worth apparently a ton of money now if you have OG ones with the tag on.
Yeah, you gotta keep
and
the
that's
tag on.
the one thing my parents did not keep for whatever reason, because we had so many of them. And they if you go in our basement, you guys have been in my parents' basement. That back storage room is just containers and containers of shit that they've never gotten rid of. And the Beanie Babies is the one that they did get rid of, and some of them are going for a lot of money.
My parents
for
still.
Sure.
Yeah, we used to, between me and my 3 siblings, we used to have so many fucking Beanie Babies. So yeah, I'll go. But you get them and you get excited because as a kid, it's like your plush toy. But then as you develop and you get into Bionicles where you can build shit, you lose interest in Beanie Babies.
You do. You start to evolve.
Beanie Babies do have another great purpose, though, because I was playing with Beanie Babies through high school. I had so many because my dad would come back with them after every business trip and bring one for me and my sister. So he traveled a lot. So I mean, we would get over a dozen Beanie Babies every year from the ages of 3 to 12, I guess, or till I was 12, because he would keep bringing one for Michaela and he'd bring one for me, and I'd just be like, "Yep,
hey, baby,
yep, me, yep." That's just tradition. But Will and I found a great other use for them, and that is just chucking them at each other. We would have Beanie Baby wars in my parents' basement constantly.
That'd be fun, yeah.
That would be. Those are pretty dense too.
They got a good weight to.
You get smacked with one of them heavyweight ones, like the walrus or something.
Oh, the best one was the rattlesnake one, which I don't know why my parents bought that for me. I'm afraid of one thing as an animal. Oh, you whipped it around. Oh, it was crazy.
I could see Will whipping that.
Oh, Will was really good at whipping it. It hurt. But
that would. Yeah, that's a bludgeon.
At the same time, Will's face is also a magnet for getting hit in the face. So if I ever hit him, it was always in the face.
So 90s flex. So I did have my favorite. I'm just gonna do a shout out because this wasn't a category. My favorite 90s toy. I had the black suit Spider-Man. I was the only guy to have the black suit Spider-Man, which was hard to find. If you were that was a collect. I had to search for.
That would have been
tough to find.
Yeah.
That's not my pick though. My pick was I was the first of my friends to beat Pokemon Red on Medallion. That was my 90s flex. I was the only kid to beat. I had to tell. That's how I. Yeah. It was Pokemon Red was kind of hard. It was I don't know
what was the difference between red, blue, yellow.
Yellow the type of Pokemon you could get. Yeah. Yellow, you started with Pikachu. You could only start with Pikachu.
But in red, you had to start with Charmander.
No, you didn't. No. I don't think there was any actual difference between blue and red. Was there, Tom?
There was no gameplay difference. The only difference was the type of Pokemon available to you. There were some Pokemon only available in red that weren't available in blue. A prime example was you could only get Growlithe and Arcanine in red, and you could only get Vulpix and Ninetales in blue.
So Alec, you didn't want to save that one for video game?
I have another one for video game.
He just wanted to talk about how he beat Pokemon Red before everybody else.
The original Game Boy and the Pokemon games, though, when those came out, I remember Pokemon Silver. That was probably my favorite with that one flying white bird. What was that bird's name?
That was Lugia.
Yeah, see, I was always
my first Pokemon game was Gold. Gold fucking rocked.
People liked the next gen. I was always Gen 1. Pokemon Red was hard to beat when you were young.
You have like the light that you plugged into the side and you play under your covers at night when your parents told you to go to bed. And you played for hours.
Dude, that was great. I remember it was anyway, it was awesome. Because that was hard to be honest and pick the one. I'm not gonna pick an obvious one, even though I did play those. I have to pick the one that was was like regional to me. So this would have been, I guess it maybe isn't regional. It was wall ball, but we played with a volleyball. So it was like you would like hit a volley. It was like a volleyball that you would like. It was kind of the same thing, but you would serve it, and you could take one bounce. You would just hit it against the wall, and then it had like a little box that your ball had to clear. Like you couldn't hit it. Like if it didn't clear the box, you were out. And it was kind of like knockout, where like you would just play 1 point, and it would be a line of kids. And if you just play 1 point, guy serves. If you lose, you go to the back of the line. You played with the volleyball. Not really like a common game, but it was like by far. This is when I was in Virginia. It was by far the most popular game.
I feel like we played it once or twice, maybe in gym class, but it wasn't a game we played at recess or something. Tom, you might correct me, but it wasn't a staple.
No, that was not played in the Brook.
I don't know why it got so much. I think it was because our best athlete, the second grader, that was his favorite game, so everyone just wanted to beat him. I think is what it was, maybe. And he was really good at it, and it was like if you beat him, it was like a great day. Maybe that's what it was. It wasn't like I didn't really like the game, but it just had so much like. If his name was Trevor, if you beat Trevor, it was like, damn, dude, holy shit, you beat Trevor. So it was a big deal. You know, it was big. It's like that was the playground game I feel like meant the most to me. Okay, Joe, I'm really excited to see you with you.
Similar for me. It was Josh Easter, and if you beat him at this game on the playground, it was like, it was a good day. And I remember, like, not just me, but a lot of people were devastated in 4th or 5th grade when they removed it from the playgrounds, and it was tetherball.
Oh, I hate
God, I remember that.
You're the kid jumping, and I'm the tall kid at the end just hitting it over your head.
Yeah.
And
it fucking sucked.
I remember being decently good at tetherball, but then you go up against Josh Easter, and he just fucking
there's no beating Josh Easter.
I feel like that would fuck things up too, right? A lefty, like it would be like a weird.
Yeah, because he's hitting it this way, and so he might be hitting it a different way. But tetherball was the shit as a kid.
It was.
And then they got rid of it. So it was that playground and softball field. The school on the left, that was our 4th and 5th grade school, and there used to be 2 or 3 tetherball courts there. And one day, like recess, they just removed the fucking tetherbballs. And they never put them back.
So, tetherball was kind of interesting. So I was in third. I went to 3, and so I was in 3rd grade in Virginia, 4th grade in California, 5th grade in Nevada, and all 3 had tetherball. And it was cool because tetherball had a huge like regional variances. So, did you guys play the rule where, like the string rule? Do you remember that rule where like
if it got wrapped around your arm, then?
Well, how did you guys play that?
You could like stop it, like if before the ball wrapped all the way around, if you put your arm in it, but then it's like, okay, you unwrap it 2 more times, and then again, Josh would just hit it even higher.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And you wouldn't be able to get your arm in it.
So that was one that if you ever did the wraparound, that was out. You couldn't do the wraparound. But some people you were allowed to do the wraparound. The other one, how did you guys play it when you would hit the ball like you didn't make a revolution, like you kind of
it went over? Yeah.
Yeah. How did you guys play that?
If it's on your side, then you just play it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just keep going.
So, another rule that was weird is when that would happen, I would get thrown out of that. Like you had to hit it. If it didn't make it around, you had to just like you were out too. I played that version. Dude, tetherball.
I'm sure there were different variations. I remember there being a line of people trying to play. Like I remember even there being some recesses you get in line late and you don't even get to play. Because some of those games would go for a while too.
Yeah.
Like if you got Josh and Nate playing against each other.
Yeah, every time that happened, it was just like that's all of recess.
Yeah. But you're
just
sweating
all that
after it.
So Yeah, tether. I remember my brother got super into tetherball. He got so into it. Did you guys ever have anyone wrap shit around their arm because they would, or wrap shit around? My brother would wrap it, bring a T-shirt and wrap it around his fist. No shit.
I don't remember anybody getting that serious.
No, I don't think.
Ask him. I was so short. I'm already short, but I was preternaturally short for elementary school. I fucking hated that stupid fucking game. Okay. You had to be picked though. Tom, over to you.
Similar to you guys's, I think this kind of, if I remember right, this kind of replaced what the main thing we played at recess for a while was after tetherball got taken away, and that's a Foursquare.
Whatever, probably second or third grade. There was a Foursquare tournament at one point, and there used to be there was this old gym teacher at Bellbrook, Mrs. Black, and she developed these rules, and that's what everybody at Bellbrook played by. You go to any school, because there were Foursquare courts in Bellbrook at every school.
Yeah.
And if you were going for a football game on Friday night and you were playing, or if it was at recess, or if you go to a new school and you're playing against older kids, it's all right, what rules are we playing? Black's rules, and everybody just knew what those were. And
oh wow, that's cool.
Juggling and whatever else there was. I don't even remember the names of all the shit that you could do.
No treetops, no
treetops, no
one-handers.
Cherry bombs?
Yeah.
You have cherry bombs? That was
no cherry bombs.
Drop it in somebody's circle or something.
Yeah, it basically had to be continuous hits every time with two hands.
And you couldn't throw it, and
no throwing. Only one bounce in the square. Lines are out.
Yep.
Yeah.
What never made sense to me about Foursquare is I always felt Foursquare was a who's more popular and well liked that masqueraded as an athletic game. I just felt like our Foursquare was too political, where it was if one of the cool kids didn't like you, it was they're just gonna.
I could see that.
It can easily become a 3v1, and that just sucks.
Not even a 3. It was just I don't know, the whole it was. We never. I don't think we ever had I wish we would have had something like Black's Rules, where that would have honored the. We didn't have that sort of Well, I only had Foursquare in my 5th grade, and it was kind of it was chaos. Every day was a different version of the game, which I think kind of hurt Foursquare enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any others? This is gonna get me made fun of. I was a jump rope kid for a little bit in recess, which I know is fucking lame.
Oh man, I wish Gertz and Imhoff were here now.
I feel like there was a short period of time there was an obstacle course or something.
Yeah. Well,
kickball was always a good one.
Yeah.
I liked kickball. Kickball required a lot of organization, though.
It did, yeah.
You need kind of an adult to shepherd that one, I felt like. Okay. Yeah. That's nice. That's a good 4. I mean, that's a solid 3. Okay. Tom.
Drink. This was something I always loved and looked forward to, but didn't get to have a lot, and just made it that much sweeter. And those were those Hugs drinks. The Hugs drinks that came in those little barrel things. Those were
familiar.
Yeah,
so what was it called?
Hugs. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called.
You're right, Tom. I also didn't have a lot of access to Hugs. They weren't ubiquitous like some of these.
Yep.
I think for some reason people just didn't know where to get them. I don't know if they were just sold in weird places and only a couple parents knew where to get them, but God, every time you could get one of those, the kiwi strawberry
those were a special day.
So good.
Yep, I agree.
I never was really a big Hugs guy, but I remember seeing. They were hardly ever around. Another one.
I genuinely don't think we ever had them in our house, but they were my favorite drink.
Yeah, I never had them in my house for sure. Nice, Tom. Okay, that's a good one. I can't wait to see what Joe picks.
I'm going to
twist it, and then there was a little bit of liquid in the little.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a great one. And those ones were just. I feel like that pretty much every birthday party I ever went to had those.
Yep.
Standby. Those are great. That's a great pick, Joe. Love that. So mine, I'll take it simple, easy. I'm taking Sunny D. Love Sunny D. Drink a lot of Sunny D. Pretty much every soccer weekend, I probably had Sunny D.
Have you had the Sunny D vodkas?
You're kidding
me. Dude, they're delicious. They're fucking delicious. So Kelsey loves them out here at the lake. They sell adult Sunny D vodka
God, I'm
seltzers.
looking
So
right
a
now.
Sunny D screwdriver, basically.
they're-
That's fucking
They're
incredible.
fantastic.
Do they taste like Sunny D?
Yes. And they're fantastic. So relive your childhood and get drunk.
Damn.
I mean,
These-
we used to do a lot of alcoholic Sunny D back in the day. That was a key ingredient in the jungle juice.
yeah, Sunny D is good. I like Sunny D.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
solid.
That's a good. I didn't know those seltzers exist.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They really are. I was questionable about them at first, and Kelsey kept buying them, and I tried a couple, and they're good.
Okay. Wow. There you go. That's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, last category, fellas. Like I said, I had a video game in mind. I know this is one that Alex Gertz probably would have selected if he was around. It's backyard baseball. By far the best. Backyard
Of
soccer.
all the backyard games, yeah.
No, I agree. Backyard baseball was the best of the backyard games. And
It was, yeah, it was awesome. The
I used to have
characters.
it on my laptop in college at
Me
Ohio
too.
State. I downloaded it on my laptop and played it.
I did the same thing. I beat it again just for fun. I fucking loved backyard baseball.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite player?
Kenny Wheeler stands out, but Pablo obviously.
everybody
I
loved
was
Pablo.
always big bitch Keisha Phillips. I loved her. she was a hefty
Or-
lady.
Who was the lefty? Was Pete Wheeler the lefty?
He was a lefty, yeah.
The crafty lefty, Pete Wheeler, and he could fly.
He was so fast.
Or Kenny in the wheelchair.
Kenny Kawaguchi.
Kenny Kawaguchi.
Yeah. That was always weird where Kenny Kawaguchi and Vicky Kawaguchi had the same last name, and they looked kind of similar, but they never explicitly said they were siblings. I always thought that was weird. Like, they were always like, I know, it was weird. Because they always had, like, the Ashley and Sydney Olsen. They always were good about, like, calling out, but for some reason they never explicitly said it. I always thought that was weird. Yeah, backyard baseball, great game. Great. Again, another thing, baseball's just romantic. It was cool, the different stadiums.
Yeah.
You had the one stadium that, like, center field. Do you remember the stadium, Joe, where it was, like, center field was, like, super shallow? It was like almost like a shed was center field, and it was really narrow.
Yeah, I think so. And there was a pool in left field.
Yeah.
And right field was like a parking lot or an alley.
Yeah. Then there was literally the one where you just played in an alley. That one was, and if you hit it to the left, there was the wall.
There was a 10-story skyscraper. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, I was worried you were gonna take mine. I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mario Party.
Mario.
Right. It wasn't a fair game, which
No.
means
Whoever had the most coins and whoever had the most stars got another star.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game had a real, like, chaos agent where, like, you could be the best player and oftentimes not win, and it would be... Because, yeah, I think that was what it was, is that, like, the game, like, really... They were always super close. I feel like I never had Mario Party games that were blowouts.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Unless you play, because you could pick the rounds, right? You could play like 5, 10, 15, 20 rounds. If you play a 20-round game with 4 people,
It's gonna be tight.
that's a
It's
marathon.
always gonna
That's
be tight.
longer than Catan.
Yeah.
Can you imagine playing Mario Party in the Gertz's house with Chris, Alex, Nathan?
God.
Oh my God, Michael.
Dude, that would be absolute fucking... Yeah, no. I'll never... Those... Yeah, that's a great pick, Joe. Damn. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay.
All right, Tom, round us out.
Well, since I'm last, I'm gonna go through Pokemon Gold. That was the first Pokemon game I ever played. And then
Nice.
For like OG computer games, I always really enjoyed Pajama Sam. It was so dumb.
Dude, I love Pajama Sam.
But Pajama Sam was so much fun.
Pajama Sam was the shit.
Yeah. And this is why I also think Backyard Baseball was the best of them. It had a very good flowy nature with the clicks and stuff. And I don't...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Pajama Sam. Remember Pajama Sam?
Forgot about
Yeah.
Pajama Sam.
I gotta look up. I honestly wasn't even considering like computer games, but now I gotta go back and look at like old school PC games.
Yeah, the old
Dude,
school
Pajama
PC games that were
Sam.
basically all like
Pajama
text
Sam
side
was the
scrollers.
shit.
Dude, I had this Thunder and Lightning game. Holy shit, this is really great.
Yeah,
I totally
This whole
forgot about
like
this.
I don't know what this video game company was, but like their whole series of stuff, they should be billionaires. But
Holy
they're
shit. Putt Putt. Did you guys ever play Putt
Putt
Putt?
was great
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Putt Putt or Freddy Fish?
Freddy Fish. That was
Dude,
another great one.
Humongous Entertainment. They were so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that was
Spy
them.
Fox.
Yeah.
Spy Fox was another one of my favorites.
Spy Fox was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. I had forgotten about all these. I might have said one of these.
Dude, fuck me. Putt Putt was so fun.
These are legendary.
Yeah. Shout out Pajama Sam. Oh my
Dude,
god.
I love Putt Putt. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna send this picture to my brother. My brother and I beat Putt Putt together. Wow, that's nice. That's a great. Wow, Tom. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
And I'm honestly only picking this because I didn't think it'd be available, and I've just got to shout it out. I'm picking Super Smash Bros. The OG. It's got
classic. Yeah.
That is the only other game that would probably lead to fights as much as Mario Party.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't play a lot of Smash until later in my life.
I mean, Melee
I played a bunch, so I don't know a lot more about it in the characters because on a Nintendo, I never played much GameCube either. But
yeah, I just feel like for some reason I think it was just like my neighborhood friends. None of it, like there was only one neighborhood friend that had Smash, and he was kind of on the outer edge of the group. Like we weren't in his house. Like the guy's house that we were at the most just had Mario Party, so that's just what we played. And didn't get into Smash later, unfortunately. But did you play Smash with like the Cables Mill crew then, Dom?
The other Smash and played that too.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was Matt Witzman's character in Melee?
Oh my god, who did he use? I want to say he used Fox, which is the most annoying, obvious pick that he would pick.
Yeah, Witzman would be a Fox user, fucker. Especially in Melee too.
Yeah. I mean, just the most broken, arguably one of the most broken characters of all. Like, if you see any Melee fights, it's almost always two guys as Fox just going at it.
Yeah, I agreed. He was so cheap. Damn. Okay, so we went through the whole draft. Is there anything that we didn't shout out that people brought up that we want to just save for just sort of the sake of 90s?
I feel like there's gonna be things that we missed, and that's what I'm excited to hear. You know, everybody else is like, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, how'd you not say this?" And
this is a pretty good list, though. I like this list.
I will ask, like, what was your favorite ice cream to get from the ice cream truck? Like those original classic
good
ones.
One, Tom.
I gotta go
I was a SpongeBob guy. The SpongeBob cotton candy. His pants were cotton candy. His eyeballs. I was a sucker for anything that had gumballs as eyeballs.
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say, they're gumballs, right?
I gotta go the chocolate eclair or strawberry eclair. As a kid, though, it was the chocolate eclair ice cream.
Was that like the strawberry shortcake eclair one?
The strawberry ones at the concession or at the lunch line.
That was crazy.
Where they sold Bosco sticks, and I used to get those all the time.
That was like the first time I saw someone coming back with one of those. That was life-changing moment for me.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money on
I was like, we can just get those here whenever we want now.
Especially because that was like when technology had just developed enough where you just had to punch in your student number.
Yeah.
And your parents loaded, and I'd come home from school each week, and my mom would be like, "How the fuck are you out of lunch money already?" I was eating Bosco sticks and strawberry eclairs every day.
Yeah, there's just a mountain of wrappers of chocolate eclairs in Joe's locker.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know where all that lunch money's going.
Tom, that's a great call. There was no better feeling than when the ice cream man, when you would hear that music, it was electric.
You'd run outside.
Oh my god, it was electric.
If you're not outside already,
Oh, it was amazing. Like, because it felt like God was smiling on you. It was like, today you get ice cream from the ice cream.
How did he know? I was just thinking it.
Yeah, I'm always... And no parent can really say no to the ice cream truck because he just comes around every once in a while. It's just like,
what are you going to be? Especially if there's other kids in the neighborhood that are running toward it. What are you going to be, the one parent that says no?
Dude, I know. Well, it's funny because like you think about when you ask for money from the ice cream man, it felt like I was asking for a new home. It was like, can I get? It's like $7 for two, like for my brother and I, and you would have thought I was asking for like a mortgage.
Yeah. I would like to buy this car, please.
It was like legitimate where like nowadays kids just don't know you didn't have access to those ice creams. Like if you didn't get it, like there's ice creams that were
they weren't at gas stations and stuff like that back in the day. They were only available from ice cream trucks. The only one that I know that I remember that you could get at like any time was a Choco Taco, and that's why I usually didn't get a Choco Taco from the ice cream truck because there was there was almost always a way to get a Choco Taco.
Your pick?
But those strawberry eclair things, only the ice cream man.
What did you pick,
Tom?
The strawberry shortcake eclair. That's what I got.
Strawberry shortcake.
I know that's the thing. Now SpongeBob's, I see them in gas stations, and I'm just like, just kind of like I'm glad that they're there, but I'm like,
gone.
You just don't know. You know, it's not the same.
No, like you could get most of those at like Dairy Shed, after a sporting event though, right?
That's true.
When we were kids.
Oh, I couldn't get. I didn't know about Dairy Shed,
but if I were to go to an ice cream store and they had these options the same as an ice cream truck, I wouldn't pick that. I'm going with the soft serve swirl with the sprinkles or something.
Nowadays we've expanded our palate.
No, I'm saying even then.
Even then, like you try and get some Ben and Jerry's or something like that, like.
Yeah, I see where you're going. That's a really good question, Tom. Damn, glad you asked that. Any other wild card shout outs? I did want to just shout out the
athlete.
What?
Ooh. 90s athlete.
Oh.
Ooh.
Boy. Oh man,
it's a tough one, but I gotta go. I gotta go Ken Griffey Jr.
That's a great one.
Sick.
That's a great
Absolutely
one.
Sick.
And honestly, like growing up, I used to love Sammy Sosa, but then when Griffey was traded to the Reds in like '98 or '99, or might even been later than that, but being a Reds fan, I was just like Griffey.
I actually, when I played baseball, you guys never saw I play baseball. I had given up by the time I moved here. But when I played baseball, my batting stance, I'm after Sammy Sosa. So I would probably say Sammy Sosa. I would literally just stand like this. Like he did that like crazy. That was my move.
Yeah.
So I guess I would be Sammy.
So Griffey was traded to the Reds in 2000. So it was probably before that I was more of a Sosa fan. And in like 1999, me and Jake Lawson went to Chicago for a soccer tournament. And we had a day off from a soccer tournament because we were on the same team. And my dad and his dad took us to a Cubs game. And I remember it was right after Sammy Sosa's corked bat incident. So Sammy Sosa didn't play.
Still sick though. Cubs
and I remember, so that was 2003, a little bit later, I guess. But still, yeah.
I remember that tragic day. Tom, did you have an athlete?
It's a tough one. I mean,
he's gonna name some like European soccer player.
There's one right. There's two. They're both soccer players. I'm thinking of right away. I didn't really start watching other sports until like I started being friends with. Well, Landon Donovan started in the late '90s. Freddie Adu was early 2000s because he was like 16 when I was 12. Something like that, or he was 13 or whatever. But I was gonna say Beckham. Beckham without a doubt. Beckham was the '90s in England. Like he was everything for them.
Have you watched the documentary?
Yeah,
and then the one on his wife too.
Yeah, I haven't seen the one on his wife yet, but I do love. I will always rewatch him crashing in on his wife, like calling her out, like you can't say you were working class. Your dad had a fucking Rolls Royce. Like, you can't say that.
One other athlete I want to shout out was Steve McNair. I was a big Steve McNair fan because I had Madden 2001 and Eddie George was on that cover.
Yeah, that was a fun team to play with.
That was a fun ass team. McNair was pretty much the only scrambling him and like Culpepper were the only scrambling quarterbacks.
That was pretty big.
Yes, and McNair was sick, and he was kind of tough, and the Titans were really good. I liked him using Steve McNair.
The Titans, they lost in the Super Bowl to the Ravens in 2000.
They lost to the Patriots, wasn't it? That was the Patriots. That was Brady's first Super Bowl, wasn't it? No. Fuck. Yeah, it was. That was.
It was the Rams.
Rams.
They were stopped on the 1 yard line as who was that? Dyson.
Yeah. Steve McNair was sick, dude. Air McNair, what a dope name.
Kevin Dyson on the 1 yard line. as time expired and the Rams won. Yeah, that was in 2000.
Rest in power, man. Damn, he's dead now.
Yeah, legend. That his crazy fucking girlfriend killed him.
Yeah, she did. He wasn't that much older than us. 36 years old.
Yeah.
Tragic. Listen,
all right. Well, boys, this is fun. I gotta get to bed, but yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it, and I'm looking forward to hearing people's responses. But yeah, we got to put a poll in the chat and get people's votes.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
And next time I go to my parents, I'm gonna ravage their basement and see what I can find, like Bionicles and old. I bet they still kept the old PC video games. And
oh my god, those would be amazing too. If you can find a Pajama Sam.
I'm just gonna remove our names, and I'm just gonna put like a screenshot of the thing, and then say who won the draft.
That's a good.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Good thought.
Okay.
All right, boys. Well, thanks for
sticking
in there.
Yeah, night, guys. Glad we could finally do this. And Joe, great idea again. This was a fantastic pod.
Yeah.
Great idea, Joe.
Thanks for sticking on.
Later, homies.